Hey guys, so in the previous session, we have seen the first four events, the revolt of 1857 in Maharashtra. In this particular session, we'll be moving towards the next four events. Okay, so I guess the fifth one, okay, the fifth event was proposed revolt of Jamkhandi, princely state. Okay, next is the proposed revolts of Jamkhandi princely state. Now, who was the ruler of Jamkhandi at this point of time? The person whose name was Appa Sahib Patwardhan. Okay. The leader of Jamkhandi at this point of time was Appa Sahib Patwardhan, and he was a close associate of British. He was supposed to be a close associate of the British. Okay. But what happened? His subjects or his people decided that they would be revolting against the British. So at this point of time, he decided to side the people, his subjects, and not the British authorities. Okay, what he did? He decided to side by the people who wanted rebellion. Okay, in order to do so, what he did, he accumulated what he did, he accumulated all weapons. Okay? He accumulated all weapons in his fort. Okay, started to accumulate all the weapons in his fort, and in order to get away from the eyes of this British residents, what he said, the repairing work of forts are going on. Repairing work of forts is going on. He said this particular thing, but the British resident was not a fool. This thing sparked him. Okay, why this king is doing repairing of all the forts at one time? If he would have done one fort at one time, it would be a good thing, or it would have been blinded the Britishers. But what mistake he has done? He has taken all the forts, repairing of all the forts at one time. So this bothered the British resident. Okay, this bothered British resident, and he reported this to the government. Okay. He reported there is something suspicious going on over here, the government. Okay. Then what Britishers did, they sent their army, they sent their intelligence department, and then they started to arrest suspicious people. Just a minute. SCSECI, suspicious. Okay. So you can say uh, this revolt did not took place at all. Okay. It was suppressed before the outbreak. This revolt was completely suppressed before the outbreak of this particular revolt. Okay, that was the proposed revolt of Jamkhandi. Okay, after this you have the next revolt. Okay, that is the revolt of Berad tribe. Revolt of Berad tribe of Mudhol. Okay, revolt of Berad tribe of Mudhol. Okay, now what Britishers have done? Britishers have imposed a new act, that is Arms Ban Act in 1857. In this, what they said, okay, Indians should not keep arms with themselves, and those who are having arms, they should deposit it to government. Okay, whatever weapons they're keeping, they should deposit it to the government. And if anyone needs the weapon for individual protection, what they should do, they should apply for a license. And once this particular license is granted, then at that point of time, what you can do is you can take weapon or keep the weapon with yourself. Okay, so this was the law. But what happens? What happened is in Berad, or you can say Berads, a tribe called as Berads of Mudhol, at a place called as Ulagadi. Okay, at a place called as Ulagadi in Mudhol. decided that they will not follow this particular law. Okay, they will not follow. Okay, what they have done, they have decided that they will not follow this particular law. So Britishers, what they did, in spite of having direct attack, they caught hold this Berad leader. Okay, leader, and forced him and said, if you'll not do this, we'll attack on your tribe or we'll do this and that. They threatened this particular Berad leader. And what this leader did, he came to the people and appealed them, please deposit a weapon to the government. But what these people did, these people considered this Berad leader as a traitor. Okay, and excommunicated him. What do you mean by excommunicated him? They were telling, yes, yes, we are depositing. Okay, they are telling him lies, but they're not doing anything. Okay, now what happened? Once for all, okay, nearly 500 berads gathered and they decided to revolt. Okay, so in reaction to this, Britishers were ready for this particular move. So what they did, they means what? Britishers called troops from Bijapur. What they did, they called troops from Bijapur and they put down this revolts. This revolt. And meanwhile, they have killed near to 200 berads. What they have done meanwhile, they have killed almost 200 berads while suppressing this particular revolt. Okay, so this was the revolt of Berad tribe of Murud. Okay, now we'll be moving towards the next seventh tribe, that is seventh part of this revolt, that is revolt in the areas of Nagpur. Okay, revolt in the areas of Nagpur. Okay, now see, Britishers had their forces stationed in Nagpur. Okay, Britishers had their forces set up in Nagpur. Can you guys tell me why these forces were set up over here? There was something. Okay, there was some specific reason why these forces were stationed in the Nagpur. You need to tell me the reason. Okay, what was the reason for British forces to be set up or to be kept? Why these forces were kept in Nagpur? You need to tell me the reason for this particular. Okay, in the comment. Okay, so what these people did, the soldiers, these soldiers planned a revolt. Okay, so what they did, they planned a revolt, and in this particular revolt, these soldiers were assisted by Lucknow and Kanpur rebels. Lucknow and Kanpur rebels. They were assisted by Lucknow and Kanpur rebels. Okay, so on 13th of June 1857, okay, they have decided that this would be the date. On 13th of June 1857, they would revolt. Okay, and see how innovative way they have selected to this particular revolt. What they have done, they have taken balloons. Okay, they have decorated these balloons to a greater extent. Okay, and then what they have filled in this particular balloons, gunpowder. Okay, what they will do whenever British army would be coming, they would be cracking this gunpowder or cracking this balloon, which would be leading to the explosion of gunpowder. Okay, so this was the innovative way how they decided to attack. Okay, so what happened, they decided that what they will do. Okay, they decided that they would take control, how to call these forces. Okay, yeah, plan me how to get these people stuck in this particular trap. What they did, they decided that what they will do, they would take the forts of Sitabardi and Kamti under their control. What they'll do, they'll be taking the forts of Sitabardi and Kamti under their control. And once they will take this particular force under their control, the army would come and they would throw these balloons and they will crack these balloons. In this way, they would be killing the army. This was the plan. And as soon as they have done this, okay, or before doing this particular thing, what happened? The news of this reached Britishers through their informers. Okay, reached. Okay, and Britishers start of the Britishers. Sorry, march of the Britishers started towards this particular soldiers. Okay, as soon as the soldiers got to know about this particular thing, what they did, they directly started cracking these balloons. Okay, what they did, they started directly started to crack these balloons. But what happened? There was a tragedy over here. Okay, none of the balloons cracked. None of the balloons cracked. And Britishers got to know that this thing was true. What they did, they arrested all the rebels and they were executed. Arrested all rebels and they were executed. They were arrested and they were executed. Okay, so in this way, the revolt of Nagpur was curbed. And now the last revolt in the series of revolt of 1857, that is revolt of Aurangabad. You can say during this point of time, Aurangabad was under Nizam. Okay, but again, as it was under Nizam, there were British forces over here. Okay, because there was something in way back history why the forces are stationed under Nizam. You need to see it and comment it. Okay, but what happened? Less restlessness grew amongst the soldiers or Indian soldiers in the British Army. Okay, now what happened? They decided, okay, what we'll do, we will also have a revolt, but we will do it in secret way that no one should understand, and we could curb the Britishers directly. In this way, we will be having a revolt. But what happened before the planning itself? Okay, before the planning itself, what happened? Before the planning itself, British got info of this rebellion. Okay, what they did, they came up, they searched rebellious people, of which some were hanged, okay, and some were life imprisoned. Some were hanged and some were given life imprisonment. Okay, and in this way, what they have done, they have again suppressed the whole rebellion. Aurangabad. Okay, now from all these things, okay, from all these particular 8 incidences, what you got to know, Britishers were successful in curbing all the rebellions. Why? Due to their developed intelligence, and also always there was a traitor in India itself. There was a person who was going and giving all the information to the British. Okay, that was the reason they were able to suppress all the revolts. If these revolts would have succeeded, then India would have got independence, or to be specific, Maharashtra would have got independence in 1857 itself. The only reason was Indian traitors and their well-developed intelligence system. This was the only reason why they succeeded in curbing all the rebellion. Okay, so we have seen this particular part of the revolt of 1857. The next part we are going to discuss about the peasant revolt. Okay, why the peasant revolt? What was the prime reason behind the revolt of the peasants? And with this, we'll move towards the story of the most influential person, who is also called as the pioneer reformer, okay, or the pioneer revolutionary. His name is Vasudev Bhalwant Phadke. We'll be discussing about him in the upcoming session. I hope you guys have got the things whichever we have discussed in this particular part. If you have any queries, you can comment in the comment. Okay, I hope you have enjoyed the session. Till then, have a good day. We'll continue the series in the next lecture. So, thank you.